Hi everyone, today we're going to be learning another song for our week 12 class, and it's called the Paratrooper. And it's a song that covers all the theory and practical sides that we've learned. Okay, so as you saw in the computer, I'm gonna be explaining the Paratrooper song, like the theory side of it. Then after this, we'll get into the piano playing and practical side of this. Okay, so first off, let's count how many measures there are in the song. So for the first line, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 measures. And then for the second line, there is 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means there's 4 measures on this line too. There's 8 measures in total and 4 measures on each line. Okay, so now that we know that part, we're going to be going over next let's look at the clefs. So we see bass clef is the only clef that's playing for the entire song. So you can see here. And then we can look at treble clef, or the right hand, is all resting. Look at these quarter rests, rest, 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 each and every measure throughout the song. So left hand, or bass clef, is playing the whole entire song. Okay, next, let's take a look at our time signature. So we have 3/4. Now 3/4 means that there are 3 beats in each measure, as we've gone over before. And the 4 on the bottom here indicates that the quarter note gets the beat, as we've gone over before. A half note gets 2 beats, and the whole note gets 4 beats. Okay, now let's get into this. So, first let's identify the notes. So, for the first measure here, remember, left hand only, we're gonna have an A. So let's count. Let's see if this is actually an A. So let's go from the bottom here, all right? Remember our lines? Good birds don't fly away. Yes, that's an A. Next up, we have this note. This is the middle C of the song. So let's count again. It's a ledger line note. So let's just start from here, because we already know that this is A. So we'll just go up. A, B, C. So that is in fact a middle C. So next measure, again, right hand's resting. So it's just left hand. And we have a B. Now you can see this. Now we can see that this is a B. So let's count. Let's see. Let's start from A only, because we know this line is A, as we saw in the first measure. So A, B. So that is B. Next measure, again, it's like the first measure. The first note is A, and the second note is C, middle C. Same thing for the fourth measure. Again, it's a B, as we can count from A, B. That's a B. Now, this is kind of like the first measure, but it changes a little bit here. So first note, we have another A, as we can count from G, B, D, F, A. And then, but instead of a middle C here, it's a B. Let's count from A, B. That is, in fact, a B. Now it changes up a bit, like the notes. So instead of going to a B, we're going to have 3 quarter notes here. So this is going to be a middle C again. So let's count from A, B, C. That is a C. Next note from this measure is a B. Let's count from A, B. And the last note of the measure is A, because we already know this line is A. You can always count if you're not sure if the note is right. So here we have another different measure. First note's going to be starting off with B. So let's count from A, B. That is B. And then the next note is a C, that middle C. A, B, C. That is a C. And for the last note of the song, we're going to have an A. And we know this is A because we've seen this note many times in the song. So this whole song basically consists of A, C's, and B. So now let's go over the note beats. Okay, let's start from that first measure again. From this A is a half note right here. So we're going to hold that for 2 beats. And the C is a quarter note, so that's 1 beat. And this satisfies our time signature because these two are 3 beats in total, and this is the time signature. The time signature says 3 beats per measure, so this is in fact 3 beats. Same thing here. We have a dotted half note. Remember what we said about dotted notes? The dot adds half of that beat that it's attached to. So the half note is 2 beats, and then the dot adds half of the half note. So half of the half note is 1, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is 3 beats, and this B is going to be a 3-beat note. It also satisfies our time signature because it's 3/4. Same thing here. We have that first measure again. A, C, half note, quarter note, 3 beats. Same thing here. We have the same B on the 4th measure, and it's also a dotted half note, so it's going to be 3 beats in total. Now for the different part, we're going to have A, half note, and B, a quarter note, so 3 beats. Next measure, we'll have a C, quarter note, B, quarter note, A, quarter note, 3 beats in total. It's like in a descending pattern, C, B, A. And we're going to have, for the next measure, the B as a half note, and the C as a quarter note. That's 3 beats in total. Satisfies our time signature. For the last note, which is an A, it is a dotted half note, which is 3 beats, as we just said. And that also satisfies our time signature. And that is going to be it for the theory side of things. Okay, so first I'm going to be playing the whole Paratrooper song before I teach you it, so you get a feel of it. Okay, so now let me actually teach you how to play the song. So as we saw, we have 3, 4, and only our left hand is playing. So let's forget about our right hand for this piece because it's just resting. And we'll position our left hand correctly first. Okay, so for the fingering of this piece, we want our 3rd finger here on A. And this A is below middle C because it's bass clef. So we find middle C, it's right here beside these 2 pairs of black keys. We go down to middle C right here. Then this is B right here. And then below that is the note that we want to be on, A. This is the A that we want to be on, and we want to place our middle finger or 3rd finger on this note. So keep our 3rd finger on A. We want our 2nd finger on that B that we just passed. It's right above the A. And then we want our thumb on middle C, and we know where middle C is. So have our 3rd finger on A, 2nd finger on B, and thumb on C. Okay, now we've got the left hand position. That's all we need for the song. So for the first measure, where we have an A and C, as we saw in the piece. The A is a half note, and the C is a quarter note. So let's hold it out. The A is a half note, so 1, 2, 1. So let's hold it out again. That A is a half note, then the C is a quarter note. Let's hold it out. 1, 2, 1. So that's going to be it. Let's repeat that. 1, 2, 1. So that's the A and that's the C. So next, the second measure, we have a B, and we saw that that's a dotted half note. Okay, so that's going for 3 beats. And we have our second finger on B. Keep your fingers trained on the fingers that I just told you about. So don't move anything because you want to keep that position. So let's hold the B out with our second finger for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3. And that's the second measure. Now, third measure. It's the exact same thing as that first measure, A and C. The A is the half note, the C is the quarter note. So third finger on A, thumb on C. Let's count. A for 2 beats. 1, 2. C for 1 beat. 1. Let's repeat. 1, 2, 1. And then now for the fourth measure, we have another B. And it's going to be a quarter note. I mean dotted half note. Okay? And that is going to be 3 beats on the B. So we want our second finger on B, as I've told you. So let's hold it out. 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. So that is the first line of the song. Now for the second line, we have A and B for the fifth measure. The A is the half note and B is our quarter note. So A is going to be with the third finger and B is going to be with their second finger. So let us play that. So let's hold out A for 2 beats. 1, 2. B for 1 beat. 1. Let's repeat that. 1, 2, 1. Then now we're going to be transitioning over to the next measure, which is CBA. All 3 of those notes are quarter notes, and it's going to be kind of like a descending pattern where we go from C, B, A. The C is the quarter note, B is the quarter note, and A is the quarter note. So let's play the C. 1. And then the B, let's play that. 1. Then our third finger on A, let's play that. 1. Now let's play that in total. C, B, A. 1, 2, 3. So that is the 6th measure of the song. Now for the 7th measure, it's going to be B and C, as we saw. So B is the half note, and C is the quarter note. So we'll play B. 1, 2. Let's do that again. 1, 2. Then on our thumb, we have the middle C as a quarter note. So 1. So now let's play that. 1, 2, 1. So B, C. So now for the last measure of the entire piece, it's going to be the A with the third finger. And it's going to be a dotted half note. And that goes for 3 beats, as we know. And we're going to play that. So let's hold it out for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. So that's all the note beats and what the practical side of things for the piano. Now I'm going to be playing the whole piece, and let's see if you can follow along. Let's start from measure 1. Let's start. We're starting on the A, okay? So 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 1, That is the whole entire piece. Okay, so that is going to be it for our week 12 lesson, the Paratrooper. So next week we'll be finally doing part 1 of Mary Had a Little Lamb, our ending song. So until next week, bye.